Guys, my name is Scott Hudspeth with Fresh Agent Marketing and 10X. Super excited to have you guys here. This is where, just so you guys know, I've been doing this for 15 plus years. Every single week, 50 classes a year to try to help real estate agents across the globe, loan officers across the globe to have more success and close more deals, stay top of mind, remind people who you are, what you do for a living. And just as a recap, being that I'm going to delete the first part of this, last couple weeks, so this is week 3, 2 weeks ago, I covered traffic, how to generate traffic, more buyers and sellers. And then last week, I covered conversion, how to convert that traffic. If you have leads coming in, whether you're getting referrals from your past database, I covered that last week. This week, I'm going to cover follow-up. And then next week, next week, I'm going to cover the call to action, how to ask for the business in a really cool way. I think you guys will appreciate that. So let's get started. Again, I'm your host, Scott Hudspeth with Fresh Agent Marketing. Again, there is a bottleneck. So you have a bottleneck. We just don't know where it is. So what I'm doing these 4 classes for, traffic conversion, follow-up, and call to action, CTA stands for call to action, is I want to help you in now finish the year 2024. A lot of people, believe it or not, I got to share this. A lot of people are checking out. They're checking out for the year. They're slow. They know the holidays are coming. They know Thanksgiving is coming. They know Christmas is coming. New Year's is coming. And a lot of people are checking out and kind of going to coast into next year. Well, here's the scary part about that. Here's what I know. The stuff you do today will generate traffic, which will then, I'll teach you how to convert that traffic and then follow up through the holidays. It's really easy to do. And then call to action will have deals for you in January, February, March. Some of my best months have been December, January, and March because I know what I do in October, November starts to yield itself in December, January, February. So today I'm going to cover, like I said, follow up. Let's just get to it. I covered traffic last week. I'll show you where to get I covered conversion last week. And then today I'm going to cover follow-up. So first and foremost, let's just talk about follow-up. There's a couple different ways. A couple different slides I'm going to share with you. I'm not going to keep you that long, but I want you guys to know that this is really easy to do. Specifically with ChatGPT. We can go into ChatGPT. I can show you a couple things. It's pretty insane what you can use ChatGPT for if you're like, man, I just don't know what to say. I don't know what topic to cover. Personalized video messages are the true reason that I'm on this call right now. But way back, we're talking 15 years ago, maybe 20 years ago, I started doing weekly videos, tip of the week videos, and I would send them to my past database. And I would do videos in relation to different things that had to do with everyday life, driving down the road, turning left, gas gauges. I would, focus on holidays and tax returns and stuff that people thought about on a regular basis so that when they went to think about buying, selling, investing, building, refinancing, they thought of me. And so it's a really easy to use ChatGPT, depending on the time of the year, depending on the type of tip that you want to give them, to send short personalized video messages via email or text. It's super easy. So I would highly recommend overcoming the fear of doing video marketing. Make that a priority for you either now or in 2025. And let's just get this party started when it comes to doing video marketing. So let me just move my screen here so I can see there we go. Move this app. All right. So send short personalized video messages via email or text. Address the lead by name. When you're doing generic, it's one thing, but when you're doing specific videos to a specific person, either you can use Loom. I use JumpShare, which is right here, jumpshare.com. I use Loom or phone camera. Phone camera is totally fine. I'm going to talk about video a lot in this presentation because I think showing people, reminding people who you are, giving them cool messages like happy birthday videos and stuff are a really cool way to stay top of mind to help them remember you, but more importantly, remember what you do for a living, which is help people get into and out of real estate, right? All right, so briefly mention a property or market update relevant to them. Tip of the week video. There's all kinds of tip of the week videos. I used to get them from Just like if you Google tip of the week home videos or tip of the week, like a tip of the week video for home buyers, tip of the week video for home sellers. There's videos you can do for the time of year, like cleaning out your dryer vent. I mean, think about this. Did you know that if you don't clean out your dryer vent on a consistent basis and it clogs up in that drain, the filter gets clogged, it can start a fire. If you're the one sending that video to your client, every time they put clothes in the dryer, who are they going to think about? You with me? So it's that subliminal, like I call it AI messages and videos, that it's a 1 minute video to share with them while you're getting clothes out of the dryer. Hey, did you know? Tip of the week, forward this to your friends, family, coworkers, keep them safe. And I look forward to helping you with any of your buying, selling, investing needs. Give me a call when you get a chance. So that's personalized short videos. Quarterly market updates. We all know how to do those. We can run those. There's different programs that run those for us. RPR is a great one to run. What's selling, what's sold, what the typical market is, like how long houses are sitting. What's the value of your home? That's still a thing. Why would people want to know the value of their home? What's the neighborhood doing? Hey, a home just went up for sale in your neighborhood. That might affect the value of your home. Would you like to know what yours is doing? Provide value by sharing local market trends such as changes in home values, inventory levels, interest rates. I make about 300 to 400 calls per day, and one of the big questions is, what are the rates? What are the rates? What are the rates? Even from real estate agents, but past database as well. What are the rates? And so market updates has to do with, what are the rates? Well, it's not necessarily, and we talk about this all the time. You hear date the rate, marry the house, date the rate, however you want to say it. But one of the things is, it's not necessarily about the rate of the home. It's what rate can I get to better my situation? And so what I mean by that is, what if people have 20,000 and 30,000 or even 10,000 in credit cards they're paying 27% on? Would it make sense to pay that off? Would it make sense to pay off an installment loan that's maybe not under a good credit or under a good interest rate because their credit wasn't as good, where an FHA loan would put them at a better rate all the way around and allow them to have less outgoing money per month, which means more money in their checking account at the end of the month. So newsletter is a great, like if you don't know, all right, what do I put in the newsletter? Well, go to ChatGPT and go, what's a great newsletter that I could send out by email to my past database during November, during December, during January, during February. Like, it's just amazing how you can use ChatGPT to do this stuff for you. Or a social media post. Quarterly updates, I think, should be put on social media. Make sure if you're putting something on social media that it's generic enough that people understand it. If you're putting candlesticks and market updates that make no sense to anybody, put it in layman's terms where people can understand, and maybe put a story behind it. People remember stories. For example, hey, you may have 6.5% on your interest rate. I just did a refinance, or I just helped a guy get out of a home. He sold his home, he had 3.25. But instead of taking the equity from his home and putting it down on the new home, he paid off a bunch of high interest credit cards, got himself into a new home, less money down. His interest rate's at 6.5, and he has less money going out, and he's into the home of his dreams instead of being stuck in a home because he has 3.25. You know how many times I hear, I got 2.625, I'm going to bury myself in the backyard of this thing when I die. And it's all about, because they think they're stuck on rate. And so we have to put stories into why rate isn't necessarily the end all if I have a great rate. Okay. Highlight how these trends impact their buying or selling plans. Everybody can relate to a story. People want to be part of that story. If somebody has high interest credit cards or a ton of installment loans, or they have some stuff they just need to pay off that would put them in a better situation, that story would relate to them. So quarterly market updates are great. Monthly homeowner tips. Where do I get those? ChatGPT. Send helpful non-salesy content, such as seasonal home maintenance. Right now is a great time. We're coming into winter, northern country, right? A lot of things you should be doing to your home to get it ready. Does the furnace even work? Have you turned on the furnace yet? So we should be checking that stuff. So those are great things to send out for potential buyers. Share tips on saving for a down payment or improving their credit score. There's endless amounts. There's so many different things people can do that just don't know. And it frustrates me that we don't teach this in schools about credit score and about the importance of credit score and about the importance of how much money you can save if you just take care of your credit score. It's just like, it's not a topic. So the stuff we can teach people and the stuff I have conversations about with people, I took one of my clients, get this, he had a 612 credit score, had a bunch of money sitting around. His credit scores, his credit cards were high. And I said, hey, I ran like called a rapid rescore. It's called a rapid rescore. And I said, what do I need to do to get my score above 680? And it said, do these three things: pay off these credit cards or pay them down to this much money. And his score went to 696. Now he's in a better financial situation. He can get a better rate. He can get a bit more options to different programs. So there's all kinds of things to just helping people out to put them in a better situation that they just don't know about or aren't going to hear about. That you could be that go-to person so that when they think about buying, selling, investing, building, they think of you. But more importantly, their friends are going through the same exact thing. So their friends or family, coworkers are going through buying, selling, investing, or building a new house that you could be referred to if you do some of this stuff that takes top of mind. All right. If anybody has any questions, let me know. All right, next slide. So Mojo, so I don't know why this is coming up the way it is, but let me just put it all up here. So phone call scripts, this is a big one. So again, like I said, I make 300 to 400 calls a day. If you want to know more about what I'm talking about, who do I call 4 other people. I have some high paying clients that I call for to stay top of mind for them on phone calls. I have conversations for them with them. I remind people of who they are and what they do for a living, but this is something you can do for yourself. And I'm going to give you the tools that I use. You should be calling 4 times a year minimum. You should be having a phone call, 3-minute egg timer. I don't have it with me because I'm actually renting a Regis Center this week. Have some family over, so I stepped out and needed an extra place to go. So Regis is a cool place to go. And they're just everywhere, and it's super inexpensive. So if you're looking for if your house is full with family this holiday season, you just need a break and you need to get some work done, it's a great place. So 4 times a year minimum 4 times a year. Use a conversational, non-pushy script. Here's the script that I use. Hey, this is Scott Beth, ABC Realty. Wanted to check in, or if I'm calling for someone, hey, I'm calling for Darren. Darren wanted me to give you a call and see if there's anything we can do to put you in a better spot on a purchase of a home, a sale of a home, or refinance of any kind before or after the holidays. That's it. People start talking about rates. Like, what are the rates? I'm like, hey, it's probably not a good time to refi. You probably have a good rate. If you have anything at 6.5 or less, you're in a good spot. But we are putting people on rate watch. That's why I have rate watch here. So we are putting people on rate watch just to make sure that we're always, keeping you top of mind and making sure that we're, if rates drop to 5.5 or 5 or whatever, we'll give you a call. Property values. Do you have any inquiries or any interest to know what your value is doing or has done? That's just like getting, having a little insight, having a little conversation. Why do I want to know what my property's done? Well, if you ever want to sell it and take the equity or pull equity from it and buy an investment property, that's what some of my clients are doing. They're doing HELOCs, home equity line of credit or second mortgage, to have money to put down. And get this, it's tax-free money. You don't have to pay tax on money you pull out of equity of your home. Cool, huh? Right? All right. And if somebody starts talking about, yeah, we're thinking about it. And a lot of times I get the response, we're thinking about it. I'm like, what's the timeline? Thinking about buying or selling or refinancing. What are you thinking about? What's the timeline? First part of next year. We want to see what the election does. We want to see what happens after the election. We want to see what happens after the holiday. We want to see, like, they're always thinking about something. Okay, cool. Is there anything in particular that is keeping you from doing it now? Non-pushy, just asking. Well, we're waiting for this, or waiting for that, or whatever that might be. You just don't know. You just don't know what situation they're in or what conversations they're having. But here's the crazy part about all of this stuff. Okay, specifically phone calls that I'm going to talk about, text messages. When you're making a phone call, it's amazing how many times somebody answers the phone and it's like, I can't believe you called. This is like perfect timing. We're actually thinking about buying, selling, whatever. And I'm like, hey man, we're just like to stay top of mind and help people out as any way we can to do that. So I'm glad we connected. What are you guys thinking about doing? It's just, and here's the other part. If they're not thinking about it, this is a big one. You guys have talked about the reticular activator. When you put it in their head that, hey, you might have equity, you might be able to pull it out to do different things, to do home repairs, buy an investment property, buy a second home, buy a boat, but take a vacation, whatever you want to do with it, you only pay on what you owe. And so you might instigate that reticular activator to remind people, holy crap, man, we might be able to do what we want to do sooner than later. Let's do this, right? So let me see, we've got a question coming in. Yeah, you get for sure get a copy of this, of course. Yeah, rate watch through, the rate watch, you can do rate watch pretty much any way you want through your lender relationship, or if you're a lender, you can do it just yourself. I would start a sheet of I would start something that triggers you on what, like maybe an Excel spreadsheet even, that says, here's where my client will benefit from a refinance, unless it's a debt consolidation. If it's just a rate and term, here's where my client would benefit from it. So again, the script, it's so nonchalant, it's so soft. Hey, is there anything we can do before or after the holiday to put you in a better spot on a purchase of a home, a sale of a home, or refinance of a home of any kind? And so you just have that conversation. It's an amazing way to touch base. People love it. Very few times do I tell people to take me off the list. I'm like, hey, thanks for calling, appreciate it. It's just trying to help people put them in a better spot. What is your timeline again? Random Facebook calls. Here's a good one. Did you know you can call people through Facebook? Did you know that? You click the call button, you can call them right through Facebook. They're like, what? And it's a FaceTime call. Video calls, call people through video. Like if you have iPhone to iPhone, I think it's going to eventually be fixed that we can video call all the time through whatever carrier you have. But if you can video call and it pops up, call them by video, get them on video. All right. One of the systems I use to make a ton of calls every day is called Mojo Sells. I've done some classes on this, but more than happy to have a conversation with you of what that looks like, how it works, how it keeps you on track, how it keeps you organized. Make sure you call everybody in the list, not just a few of like accidentally calls, but it's every single person, goes all the way through the list. When you're done, you start over, go all the way through the list, start over, go all the way through the list. So you never miss anybody. Same with the texting app I'm going to share with you. Pretty cool, right? All right, special occasions check-ins. I think this is huge. I think this should be a thing. If all you do is the happy birthday videos, because what tells you when it's their birthday? Facebook, right? Facebook tells you when it's their birthday. So you should be, if you're doing a happy birthday video, put their name in it. Go back to personalization. Everybody can post happy birthday on their timeline, but not everybody's saying their name and taking time. What time is one of the love languages. So time is all we have that's equal. 24 hours. We all have 24 hours. No more, no less. Can't take it with us. It's something very personal that people appreciate. Most people appreciate time. And it's one thing we can do very easily in Facebook. It takes a couple seconds to wish somebody a happy birthday. You can do everybody every single day, okay? Reach out on their birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, for past clients, acknowledge their home anniversary, right? So, hey, happy anniversary, man. It's been a year. Happy anniversary, it's been 2 years. Happy anniversary, it's been 3 years. Like that's one call you could make. You guys, hey, man, anything I can do to put you in a better situation before or after the holidays? If it's in the middle of the summer, before the end of the year. If it's at the beginning of the year, before summer. Like you just change it up. Is there anything I can do to put you in a better spot before the summer or after the summer? I'm setting the stage. I'm trickling on that reticular activator when I have those conversations, okay? Keep it light and personable. Happy 1-year anniversary in your home. I hope it's been a wonderful year. 3-minute egg timer. So I put the 3-minute egg time in there. You should all have one on your desk when you're making phone calls. Like I don't want someone to not take my call because I was 30 minutes when I called them to talk and talk and talk and talk. Like we are interrupters. We're interrupting their day. We're interrupting their work. Here's a funny, this cracks me up every time. So I call people and they're like, what do you want? I'm at work. I'm thinking, why if your employer knew you just answered the phone on the, like, what are you expecting another call from? Like, why did you answer the phone if you're at work? Like, it cracks me up. So people still do it. It's just funny. They get angry. They're at work and they answer the phone and they're like, what? Well, why are you bothering me? I'm at work. I'm like, why'd you answer the phone? It's kind of funny. I wanted to bring that up. All right. Slide number 3, follow up. If you have any questions, yeah, I'm going to make sure. So I'll share with you where to get copies of not only this recording, but also a copy of the slides. Okay. Monthly email, but you please do this. If you do nothing else, send a monthly email. It's so easy with ChatGPT. It's not even funny. for November, like no matter what day it is, what month it is, what year, like it's so easy to go into ChatGPT. I'll share with you guys something really funny. So let's just go to ChatGPT here, and I'm gonna share please do this just to stay top of mind by email. I sent one out for a client of mine yesterday on just for what did I send it out for? Oh, for Veterans Day. Yeah, Monday was Veterans Day. So write an email I can send to my database as a realtor for Veterans Day. Like that's all you got to put in there. So honoring our heroes this Veterans Day. So here's the funny part. So this Veterans Day, I want to take a moment. So I put, it was the day of Veterans Day, right? And so this one's kind of like future. So I put, it's today. And I just put send. So it'll rewrite it as it's today. Hey, honoring our heroes this Veterans Day. So it changes to today on Veterans Day. I want to take this moment as a way of giving back. I'd like to extend my support to veterans and their families. If you have questions about buying or selling a home, VA loan benefits, or simply what guidance in your real estate journey, I'm here to help. So it has a nice small call to action. She had some amazing responses to this. Okay. I don't have to think. I just put a quick line in ChatGPT. What's coming up next? Thanksgiving? Okay. So what I always do is I always start new. So if I continue here, it's gonna think I'm still trying to fit in Veterans Day with Thanksgiving. So I always start a new path. And if you have the paid version, it actually shows you all of the stuff that you can do over here. So I put write an email I can send to my past database as a realtor. I don't even spell it right. Let's see if it figures it out. Here's a professional yet engaged. Okay, let's catch up. How can I help? Okay, it kind of missed it. So it missed Thanksgiving. Make it about Thanksgiving. So I'm just gonna make it, hey, grateful for you this Thanksgiving. So it just missed it, whatever. So like, hey, with this Thanksgiving just around the corner, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude for you, whether we work together to find your dream home, sell it, cherished property, or explore it. This is beautiful. This season is about reflection, gratitude, connection. Pretty cool, right? It's too easy. So you literally copy this, put it into an email platform, I always use a compliant email platform. We use Constant Contact, but this is how easy it is to put together an email. If I literally copy and paste this, always send a test email to yourself to make sure it looks right, make sure the bullet points are right. Put your information in there and have conversations by email, but it has a soft, small call to action. I'm offering a complimentary Thanksgiving value assessment. Awesome. Like, always have a call to action. Always ask for the business. Always ask for referrals. We are in the business to help people. We are in the business to put people in a better situation with real estate, with financing, with equity buildup, with better rates, with investment property, cash flow. Like there's all kinds of really cool stuff that we can help people with. Home ownership is just a small portion of it. There's so many other things that home ownership gives to people. So, all right, very cool stuff, right? So monthly email marketing, you got to do it. Please do it. If that's all you do, email marketing, please. Manually, you can do a manual email, just like do ChatGPT, copy paste, send it, automated or scheduled in most email platforms. I think MailChimp has it. Pretty much every email platform has it where you can schedule it out. So if you want to go, all right, I'm going on vacation for Thanksgiving. I'm going to be gone the whole week. I don't want to miss an email to my database because I want to stay top of mind. You can do it right now and schedule it for the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. You can just like, hey man, I'm just going to send it then. They don't know you're on vacation. I don't ever tell people I'm on vacation. Why tell them? They're like, they're not going to call me because I'm on vacation out of respect. I'm not going to tell them. I got my team in place. I can still take a call on a cruise ship if I want to. All right. So automated or scheduled segmented drip campaigns based on the lead status, cold, warm, past client. You can, if you're still thinking about buying or selling, amazing market, rates are coming down, would love to catch up. Buyers, neighborhood guides, pre-approval tips. There's just like, okay, so, all right, watch this. Pre-approval tips, right? You got some people sitting on the fence. All right, fair enough. I'm going to go to ChatGPT. I'm going to start over and I'm going to go write me an email in regards, and I've never done this, to my write me an email for me to send to my clients that are sitting on the fence waiting for rates to come down on and a realtor. See what this does. So this one gave me two options. Don't wait for rates. So this one's like, hey, don't wait on the fence. Here's why it's a great time to buy. Rising home prices, equity advantage. So it lets you pick which one you want. You can refinance later. So you can pick which one you want. You can pick both if you want. Copy paste both before you choose. So home prices are on the rise. You can refinance later. The power of equity, inventory, or you could go. I'm going to prefer this one. Less of a call to action. So you can play with this stuff to kind of trigger people. I wanted to share some thoughts about current real estate market. So this is just softer, right? And so you can tweak it until you get it. You can put stuff in it. You can subtract stuff from it. But once you get a basis of what you're trying to do, you can add and subtract from it. And the cool part is it saves it over here for you. So you can always come back to it and go, all right, now it's January, now it's February, now it's March, April, May, June, July, whatever. So you can teach yourself, okay, here's a script that I can use. All right, what if I make this a very short text message to touch base with cold clients? Just wanted to touch base. Home prices are still rising and waiting for lower rates could cost more than long term. Let me know if you'd like to explore options. Boom. Like put it out there. Tell them what's going to happen. Less of a call to action. Less of a call to action. Oops. Spelled it wrong. Just a quick call. Home prices are still rising and waiting for lower rates might end up costing you. So whether it's softer or not, I think people need to know, hey, are you still in the market? Less aggressive. See what it says here. Hope you're doing well. Just wanted to share a quick thought. Home price. So I would probably redo this whole thing. Say, hey, just checking in. Anything I can do to help before or after the holidays to as far as home ownership in the new year. Right? So that's how my mind thinks. Is I like to have a call to action, but I want to make sure that I touch base, remind them who I am and what I do for a living. I don't want to be too aggressive, because if I'm too aggressive before they're ready, they're going to bail on me, right? Holiday emails, of course. So we talked about that. That's easy. Got a Thanksgiving, got Christmas, got New Year's coming up. Easy. I would send an email. Like I would send a Thanksgiving email. I'd send a Christmas email. I'd send a New Year email. 100%. I'd send a text message. I'm going to show you a texting platform really quick here that has to do with sending organized, detail-oriented, like make sure you don't miss anybody text messages. Exclusive listing preview. Hey, I just want to, man, I'm putting a list together. I don't know if you're in the market or not, but like if anything comes up, is there anything that you're specifically looking for in the future that you would like to see as I've made aware of it that's not on the market yet? Exclusive listing before they hit the market. What is that saying, man? Like, hey, yeah, we're thinking, you know what? We're actually might be thinking about selling and buying. Like, what does that look like? And you might just start a conversation to trigger, if they're thinking about it, they're going to tell you, right? This builds urgency and interest. What is the home price might do for to the value of your home? Like what this home price might do. So I put this in there. What this home price. So if somebody's selling and they're selling a home, what this might do to the value of your home in this neighborhood. You have any interest of knowing? Like, nope, don't care. I'm dying here. Okay, cool. Social media engagement. I covered this on conversion. This is a huge way to stay top of mind. Social media, engage with leads on platforms like Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Find out where they're at. Communicate on all of them. Be present. Be out there. It's not just about what you post. It's about how you interact. It's so important how you interact. Likes and comments. That's why I put these down here. 10 likes, 10 comments, daily happy birthday videos. That will, I'm telling you, friends, that will change your life. I don't know what I did here. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. So example, share a success story. Like I talked about that last week. When you get an approval for a new home buyer, share that on social media. Even if you don't tag them, share it. and go back and watch last week's video. But if you close on a deal, if you get an accepted offer, there's so many, like, let people know you're still out there moving and shaking, helping buyers, helping sellers. Congratulations to my seller on a accepted offer of their home. Congratulations to the buyer of an accepted offer on their new home. So excited for this journey. ChatGPT will do it all for you. Put it in there. Say, write me a social media post in regards to this or that. Okay. Like, if you just do the email marketing once a month and you do the success stories on the purchases, sales, debt consolidation, whatever it is, it lets people know who you are and what you do for a living. Hey, congratulations on your first investment property. You know, clients don't even know you do investment properties unless you tell them. They might assume, but they don't know. Like, oh man, they specialize in investment properties. Hey, we're thinking about investment property. We should talk to our agent that helped us buy this house. You see where I'm going? Cool. Yeah, share on personal Facebook page. I would do, depends on what it is. I would share on both. A lot of times when you go to share on your personal, it'll pop up and allow you to actually include your business page as well. So do both. Share it everywhere. LinkedIn, go to LinkedIn. You just don't know who's watching. You don't know where they're at. You don't know where they're hanging out. I would absolutely positively make sure you have emojis, make sure you have hashtags, right? You just don't know what they're going to see. You don't know what they're going to search. You don't know how the algorithms are going to pick them up. Always have that, those emojis and hashtags. People love that stuff. So I had a lady that she swears, a good friend of mine swears by just doing the likes, the comments, and the daily happy birthday videos that she had the best month ever because she met a new relationship that turned into a bunch of business. That had her $2.7 million in 1 month in the worst market ever, which was last year. I think it was September, October of last year. And she's like, I swear to God, it was just by doing this. She was relentless. Like, she's like, I'm just going to do this. I'm like, okay, cool. Send the emails too. It's too easy. It's non-threatening. Make the phone calls and then added that on top of it. I'm going to share with you guys a daily success plan here in just a minute. I got it right here. I'm going to pop it up. Make sure you guys have access to it. But here's the last one. Personalized text message follow-up, okay? You should be doing 10 a day. You should be doing 10 calls a day. And I'm going to show you the agent success plan that I shared last week. But 10 checking in text messages a day to your database. You have 100, 200, 300, 400, 2,000. Like, make sure we get them. Like, 1 month, make a phone call. Next month, do a text message. Every single month, do an email. I'm telling you, if you do this simple things, stay top of mind, remind people who you are, what you do for a living in a cool way, use ChatGPT, soft, very soft call to action, share success stories, you're gonna do more business, guaranteed. I just don't know how you wouldn't, unless you just need help closing the deal or asking for the business, which next week is call to action, CTA. You have to ask for the business. We're going to cover that next week, but personalized text messages, 10 a day. Send quick personalized text after each event. If you meet with somebody, if you talk with somebody, you don't have to set, like, after a conversation, you don't have to, but if you don't reach them and you get a voicemail and you keep getting a voicemail and you keep going through it, like, send them a text message. Hey, just checking in. I left you a couple messages. Would love to catch up, see what's happening in your world. Was thinking about you. Hope all is well. If somebody stops by an open house and you get their contact info, hey, thanks for stopping by the open house. Any questions I can answer for you? Anything I can do for you in relation to buying, selling, investing? Right? So stay organized, automate your daily text messages. Reach the app is the app that I use. Unbelievable app. Helps you create as many groups as you want. Helps you with the personalized messages. It's phenomenal. And it comes right from your phone number. You don't have to create another phone number or have another system. It's just right from your phone. It helps you never miss anybody. If you put 1,000 people in there, it's one group pass database. You go 10, 10, 10, or 20, 20, 20, or 30, 30, 30, well, however you want to do per day, Monday through Friday, guess what? You're going to have a lot of conversations. You're going to remind people who you are, what you do for a living. You're going to have great phone calls because they're going to turn into phone calls. And even better yet, they're going to turn into opportunities where it's either them looking to buy, sell, invest, or build, or they're referring you to their friends, family, coworkers to buy, sell, invest, or build. It's just simple. So if you do the email, the text, the phone call, and social media, right? And the last one before I show you the agent success plan is client appreciation events, 1 to 2 a year. Easy, simple. You can do 3 a year. You can do 1 per quarter. It's super inexpensive. Partner with your other business partners, partner with your title company, partner with your appraisers, partner with everybody will benefits from this. Because why? Even if they don't come to the event, they still see that you're out there doing real estate, helping people, and they appreciate the law of reciprocity. They appreciate you inviting them to the event, okay? And so I'm going to share with you the agent success plan, which kind of ties all this together. It's really basic, but it's and I'll make sure you have this link. I'm going to share this. So this is a link that you just run the process, but think about this, okay? Think about what, like, if you're thinking about setting on the fence and just kind of coasting through the holidays, I urge you, I pray that you do this, just these things, and your success in January, February, March, April, May, June will be better. There's just no way it can, right? No promises. I can't make any guarantees, but I just can't see. I know the people that have monster success. That I know a branch that closed 25 million last month, 40 loans. Okay, market's good. People are still buying. People are still selling. You just have to communicate, engage, interact, remind people who you are and what you do for a living. So think about this. 10 likes on Facebook. Easy. Takes 10 seconds. If you set up the Facebook list. 10 comments. Okay, so maybe it takes 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Daily happy birthday videos. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, let's just say this takes a whole hour right here. Okay. 10 calls, another hour. If you have a dialer, it'll take you 15 minutes. Text messages, 10 minutes. Actually, not even 10, 5. You can do all this. And last week I talked about the 80-20. What's the 20% that makes me 80% of my money? It's this right here. You can farm some of this stuff out. You can have somebody go in there and do 10 likes, 10 comments, and you can't have them do the daily happy birthday videos because it's you on the video, but you can have somebody make calls for you. I do it for other people. You can have somebody send text messages for you. Give them your phone. So you can have 1, 10, 20, 30 touches, 40 touches, 45 to 50 touches per day, and then a monthly email to everybody. This is how you will finish 2024 and go out, like, come into 2025 with, no matter what the market's doing, people are still going to buy. There's 5 Ds, okay? And I'll end it with this. I'll go back to, so let me just grab this. I'll put this in the thing. You can grab it on the recording as well. Let me just go really quick back to my PowerPoint here. So let's see. So here's some, I forgot about this. So here's some averages. 30 to 50% of sales go to the vendor that responds first. Okay. So beat the percentage. It takes an average of 8 cold call attempts to reach a prospect. So if you're calling once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, you're not going to have as much success. This is a big one. 91% of customers say they give referrals. 9 out of 10, almost over 9 people out of 10 said they'd give referrals. Only 11% of salespeople ask for referrals. Always have a call to action. Always ask. Don't be afraid of that. 80% of sales require 5 follow-up calls after the meeting. 5. 80%. Okay. 44% of sales reps give up after 1 follow-up. 92% give up after 4. So if you call 5 through, where are the sales made? 8. 80% of sales require 5 follow-up calls. You follow the math here? If you just beat the percentages, you're going to win more. Thursday is the best day to prospect. Wednesday is the second day, best day. 70% of salespeople use social media to outsell their peers. I talked about social media. I talked about Facebook staying top of mind. It's so easy. We get shots of the love drug when we do the likes and the comments. If you use it right, quality over quantity. I would rather you do less communication, engaging, interacting, reminding people who you are than just blowing stuff out there and not making it personal. Quality over quantity. Okay. All right. So to get the class recording, if you go to freshagentmarketing.com, you scroll down to Tuesday class recording. It's free, 100% to get it. It'll be up by the end of the day for you and I'll include the PowerPoint with it. And the PowerPoint will include the traffic conversion. Everything is there. The traffic one is just below it. The conversion one's just there. They're all there. Okay. So you guys have access to all these things. That's the Tuesday class recording. It's going to be inside there for you. There's a phone app. So if you want to download it and watch them on your phone, there's a phone app where you can do that as well. It's all mobile ready and ready for you to go. And so next week I'm going to do the call to action, but that is it. If anybody has any questions for me or anything about anything at all, I wanted to give a couple minutes for that. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for a little bit, and I just hope and pray that you guys take one of the things that's in the recording, one of the things from last week on the conversion, one of the things from the how to get more traffic, and implement that. If you just take one thing and go, all right, I'm going to do this month. And then next month, I'm going to do this 1 month. And then I'm going to do this 1 month. At the end of the year, you have 12 things you've accomplished. And everything starts to, like, I call it muscle memory. Right now, you're just not used to doing it. You're not used to using ChatGPT. I have friends that just won't use it. And I'm like, you're missing the boat. You're going to lose to other people that are using it. So you need to get used to using it in every aspect of life so that you can better not have to we do enough during the day. Let something else think for us is the way I look at it. So let's see what we got here. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Next week, I'm going to do call to action, how to ask for the business. I'm going to kind of wrap it all up with traffic conversion follow-up and then asking for the business on all three of those. When you get more traffic, ask for the business. When you have to have better conversion, ask for the business. When you have a follow-up, guess what that does? That helps with conversion. And when you have call to action, that helps with conversion. So they all play together. And so if you start working towards and studying and just overcoming that little pit we have in our stomach when it comes to making those phone calls and sending those text messages and having those conversations, the more you do it, the more you get from the people that you're calling, what they're looking for, how they feel, and you're just going to come across and I know where I was going with the 5 Ds. So the 5 Ds are, and these are the people that are always going to buy, sell, invest, trade, whatever. You got death, you got divorce, you got diamonds, death, divorce, diamonds, diapers, and debt. Okay, death, divorce, diamonds, diapers, and debt. One of those 5. When somebody's in that situation, their appetite for selling and buying or buying, stop renting and buy their own thing, is much greater. And they're all out there. Here's the thing. If you have 100 in your database, if you called all 100 and talked to all 100, I bet you every single one of them knows someone going through one of the 5 Ds, death, divorce, diamonds, diapers, or debt. They have a debt issue. They need to get out, or need to consolidate something to put them in a better spot. Then when you help that person, they're your lifeline for more referrals to put their friends, family, coworkers into better situations when it comes to real estate. So, all right. I appreciate you guys. Honored to be a part of your lives. Thank you for listening, and go to freshagentmarketing.com to sign up for the Tuesday class recording. I'll have that up as soon as it's rendered. It usually takes about an hour. So by the end of the day, it'll be up, and then you can go watch the traffic conversion. Those are both there for you guys. And then if you have any questions, you can hit me up. You know how to find me. And I look forward to seeing you next week right here, same place on Fresh Agent Marketing to cover call to action, how to ask for the business on a persistent, consistent basis and get the business. All right. Take care, everybody. Appreciate it. Take care.